Hello, today we're going to talk about the 3 principles of NLP. And to start with, we're going to talk about cause and effect. Now, I think most of us have a basic understanding of the phrase cause and effect, being that something happens, and because of this happening, there is an effect. From NLP, we also understand that the effect side of the equation can be controlled by ourselves. In NLP trainings, we talk about staying on the cause side of the equation and not to directly go to the effect side. This means we always have a choice as to how we react to the cause. Normally, we just react according to our lifetime of conditioning. This is not always the best way to behave. During your NLP training, you will learn lots of techniques that operate on the language patterns of your clients and yourself. During the current situation, we are seeing a lot of cause and effect at play. We feel that we have no real control over the cause, the coronavirus. In fact, we do have a lot of control over the effect. So cause and effect is one of the principles of NLP because it is often behind many of the problems we experience in life. We just automatically react to the cause and thus create a bad effect. In fact, it is better for us just to take a breath, sit back and examine possible methods we can use to tackle the cause. I am aware that in the beginning of your NLP training, it is very difficult for you to lose the lifetime habits of reacting to situations. That is why later you will develop ways of understanding and changing automatic thinking. So this is why cause and effect is one of the first principles of your Neuro Linguistic Programming.
Perception is projection. This is our second principle of NLP. This principle is based on the fact that what we see is only recognized because we have a picture in our head that is similar to what we're looking at. This is the same for all the representational systems. To understand this principle better, we need to go back to when we were just babies. As at birth, we have no pictures in our head and certainly have no words to represent any pictures. If you presented a baby with a pencil and called it a spoon and always called it a spoon, the child would grow up with the picture of a pencil and the name of a spoon. So we should now begin to understand that from no pictures at birth, we could grow up calling a pencil a spoon. As we grow up to a ripe old age, we have lots, if not millions, if not trillions of pictures in our head. So whenever anything comes into our world, we will compare it with the pictures we have in our head. Only then can we put a name on it. A philosophical statement is, whenever you speak ill of another, you are only speaking about yourself. This statement implies before you can recognize something bad in somebody else, you must have previously experienced it yourself. This does not necessarily mean that you are bad or that you perpetuate this problem. And yet, it often does mean just that. You can decide here for yourself. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of the second principle of NLP. Perception is projection. Responsibility for value. Of all the 3 principles of NLP, this is the easiest one for you to understand. I am reminded here of my younger days in England. Every year my parents and I would go on holiday, normally at a coastal town of England. If anybody knows anything about England, they will know one thing: the weather is totally unpredictable. When you only have 2 weeks of the year for holiday, regardless of the weather, you're going to make sure you have a good time. This is a classical explanation of responsibility for value. In a more practical sense, when you buy anything in the shops, you will make sure you are able to get the best value for your money. Likewise, if you take a course, like the course you're taking now, it is up to you to make sure you get the best value from this course. And you get the best value by asking questions and by doing all the assignments. So over these 3 recordings, we've gone over the principles of NLP, and these principles flow through all of NLP and all of your NLP training. Just notice these principles at work in the background of all of your NLP and indeed all of your life. Thank you for listening.